What is up, guys, and welcome to episode number 1 of this NHL 26 2010 Edmonton Oilers Throwback franchise. Now, this was obviously the start of the Oilers' just absolute futility era where they were getting first pick after first pick. They got 3 in a row, 2010, 11, and 12, and then, oh my God, they had to wait so long for another one in 2015, where even between them, they were still getting like number 4 pick, number 3 pick, number 2 pick. They sucked for so long and still can't capitalize on having 2 top 5 players in the world and the best player in hockey, McDavid and Draisaitl. They hire Mike Babcock, which might be the worst hiring in NHL history. You will see how fast McDavid leads. But anywho, we are getting sidetracked. We're not here to talk about the present. We are here to talk about the past 2010 franchise. This is the start of the 2009-10 NHL season where this was the worst team in the league. Now, I did make some moves. I did pick up Ryan Reeves, Richard Park, and Matt Cullen for this team. But overall, it's a pretty young, pretty bad team. I'm not guaranteeing at all that Dustin Penner, who this guy literally is built like a line, 6'4", 245, and you're playing hockey. No. He's probably gone. Horkoff might go. I'd actually like to keep Hemsky, not long-term, but at least for this year, and we get the most value for him. We have young guys such as Brule, Sam Gagner, and Andrew Cogliano are probably our 2 best young players. Linus Ullmark, the penalty shot, the shootout, the breakaway specialist, along with Rob Schremp to play with Matt Cullen. On defense, Sure and Wisniewski. We are easily going to be trading Lubo at the deadline, or probably even way before. I wouldn't even rule out a trade before the start of the 2010 new year, because that's just how bad we want to be. I also did pick up former number 1 pick Brian Berard. I think he would be good. He was just sitting there in free agency, so I said, why not? Devin Dubnyk, a good young goalie with the Bulin wall, Nikolai Khabibulin. Is Dubnyk the answer long term? He's 23, high starter potential. I guess we'll see. But Vasilevsky and Hellebuck and even Malcolm Subban and Jack Campbell are already, they're all going to be in this class. And I'm telling you right now, Campbell has high elite, Subban is high elite, and obviously Hellebuck and Vasilevsky are franchise goalies. So we could easily make a play for any single one of them to be our franchise goalie. So that just means we probably don't really need Devin Dubnyk long-term, if we're going to be honest. Take a look at this class. It is top-heavy. I mean, it has a lot of really good players. Jeff Skinner probably has high top 6, but he might be the most NHL-ready player in the class, because in real life, in the following year, he did win Rookie of the Year. Taylor Hall and Artemi Panarin, probably both high elites. They're going to be elite players. If you can get your hands on either one of them, that would be huge. But if you can't, Tyler Seguin, Mark Stone, or Vladimir Tarasenko. I might want to steer away from Johansson or Goodbranson. I like Tarasenko and Stone. Those 2 would be my backup if we can't get the number 1 or 2 pick. If we get it 3, I don't know if I would want Seguin. I might trade back to 5 or 6 then. That might be the move. But I would like 2 first-round picks this year. Try and get multiple first-round picks for every year. So what? The 2010, 11, 12, and 13 draft. That is my goal for this rebuild, to stack this team and build it from the ground up. But here we go. First game of the year against the team that won the Stanley Cup this year in real life. But at this point, they are still waiting to break their drought. The Chicago Blackhawks, led by Kane, Taves, Keith, Crawford, and Seabrook. Here we go. Game 1 of 82 here in 2010. We are going to be, of course, slow simming like we do for every rebuild and jumping in to the overtime games. Here we go. The first game of the 2010 season on October the 2nd is underway. 2-1 start, 2-2, 4-3 loss to start off the year there against the Blackhawks, okay? 1-goal loss now against the Canucks. They are a division rival to Western Canada opponents, the Canucks. It's their home opener. It's our second game of the year. 4-3 we lead. 7-4 we get a win here in the second game of the season. Dustin Penner gets 2 in this one, and we are 1-1 to start off the season now against the Avalanche. Of course, at this time, 6 divisions. It'll be interesting to see how each team does in this league. Now against Colorado, 2-0 we're down, and we get shut out 3-0 against the Avalanche. And now it's time for our home opener here on October 8th, 2009 against the Canadiens. Here we are at Rogers Place, and what a start to the year it is. Great win, a 5-0 shutout. Linus Ullmark with his first NHL goal as Sean Horkoff nets 2. We move to 2-2 on the year. Games 5 and 6 on the 10th and 11th, both at home. So here it is, boys. Come on. 1-1 we are tied. 4-2, 4-3. We do fall there to the Calgary Flames. Jarome Iginla, obviously the best player in Flames history, probably, with 2 goals right there. Now against the Flyers. After this, we're going to go at least 4 days without having a game. A long layoff here. 3-3, 4-4, and for the first time this year, Flyers, Oilers, overtime here in Edmonton. Here we go. So here we are, overtime at Rogers Place in Edmonton, Alberta. We are ready. We are set. Here we go. Gagne against Richards on the draw, and we are underway. Face-off 1 to start off OT. 1 back by Philadelphia. Here's Sam Gagne. Great hit there by Berard. Hemsky poked away there by Javi Bowen. Here's Gagne, the kid. Sam Gagne tries to slip through. He can't. Hemsky's going to go get in his own end. Richards, now Timonen. Timonen waits. Richards wide open. He scores. Mike Richards with his second of the night wins it in overtime for the Flyers. Sorry, that was Simone Gagne for the Flyers. I don't know what I'm talking about. Got him confused, but there's an overtime loss against Philly. Not good. Don't really expect much more than that from this team at this point. How long are we going to go without a game here? Wow. 4 days without a game before we play Calgary again. And then Montreal. We play like almost the exact same teams in this month. But here we go. Now on the road against Calgary. Our arch rivals, of course. The Battle of Alberta again. 1-0. 3-0. We get a shutout win. 2 goals by Sam Gagne in that one. And we are now 3-1 to start off the young season. Now against the Canadiens. For us, this is game number 8 of the year here in Montreal. 0-0, 2-0, a 2-0 shutout loss there against the Canadiens. Carey Price showing his stuff, of course. I'd like to play some teams we haven't played yet. Toronto, Detroit. I know we played Chicago, but we could play them again. Colorado and Vancouver here. There's a 1-0 win and a 4-1 loss. We are 4-5-1 now against the 2-7-1 Leafs. These teams were the 2 worst in real life from this year. 1-0, 2-1, 3-1. We do lose to Toronto. They are the worst team in hockey right now, but both of us really, really suck now against the Red Wings. On the opposite side of the coin, they are an insane team. They made the Stanley Cup Final back-to-back years, winning 1 and losing 1 last year, of course. 2-1, 4-1. We do fall there to the Red Wings. Just getting outscored. I mean, most of these games we're not even scoring at all. We really don't put the puck in the back of the net. Let's see. 1, 1, 1, 1. We have 4 goals in our last 5 games. I don't know how we even have a win. That doesn't make much sense. The Blackhawks, obviously, the best young team in the league. They're going to be coming into their own. They're going to be a scary sight to see for the rest of this league for years to come. And would you look at that? Another game, no one scores for us. Who could have seen that one coming? Red Wings again. This time in Detroit, second to last game of the month of October. First month of the year, done. Now against Detroit, they are red hot to start the season. Wow! 2 goals for the Oilers, but, 2 goals is literally never good enough. So we lose again now to play the Avalanche here. 14 games in, 4-9-1 against Colorado. They are also not a good team, tied for last in our division with us. And we get absolutely trounced by them. We just got out-goalied in that game. Can't really blame the offense. 41 saves for Craig Anderson is kind of unreal. But Halloween loss, who could have seen that one coming, boys? Now against the Senators, I want to play them on the 8th of November. Against the Canucks now, 7-2 win. Wow, we actually started to score there. Wow, okay. We have won 2 of our last 3. Now against the Senators, they are a good team here. We are 6-11-1 to start the year. 3-1. Okay, and we just go back to getting absolutely pumped. That one was not even close. Let's be real. We're gonna play the Blues and then the Penguins. Sidney Crosby, 2-1 loss there against the Canucks. After beating them 7-2, obviously we can only score 1 goal because that's just the way we are, man. 2-0, Cogliano and Cullen. This should be an easy win. 7-1 win, not even close. 2 goals for Cullen and a hat trick for Andrew Cogliano. You go score 7 goals, and then you're going to go the next 5 games, and you're going to have like 6 goals total now against the Wild. 6, okay, how about 6 in the next game? Like, what? Against Crosby, Malkin, Letang, and the Penguins right now. We actually dominate them. 7-6-5. That's the amount of goals we have scored. That is crazy. I mean, we're red hot right now. 3-game win streak. All 3 on the road. Haven't been a good home team yet. And the trend continues there. Back-to-back losses at home. Who could have seen that one coming, man, except for everyone? And then we go a week without having a game. Like, what? That scheduling is just absolutely ballistic. The Sabres, obviously at this time, they were a great team, if we're going to be honest. And yet, they show why. Now in real life, they're finally starting to be good again, breaking their long playoff drought as our home woes continue. We just cannot win a game at home. We play Ottawa and then a home-and-home against Minnesota. 4-2 loss, 4-game skid, make it 5 losses in a row for the Oilers. Game number 29 coming up as we do get a 3-2 overtime win. Heading into game number 30 against, in real life, the President's Trophy winners this year, led by Ovechkin, Backstrom, those guys. 3-3 were tied. You led up 6 straight to the Capitals. Fun. Up 3-0, and you find a way to, like, halfway through the game, just stop playing. Make that make sense to me. We play Calgary again. I want to play all games against Calgary. We play them a damn lot of times this year, though. 2-1, 3-1. We should get a win here, and why would anything be easy? But here we go. In Calgary, rivalry rekindled. Flames, Oilers, overtime. Here we Here we are at the Saddle Dome in Calgary, one of the best rivalries in hockey underway. Face-off won by the Oilers, the Battle of Alberta, rekindled once again. Please get there. Please get there. Yes, get it up. Go, 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 go. Here goes Gagne. Sam Gagne trying to cut through. It's a one-on-one. Gagne forces wide to the net, scores. We're moving. What a goal. Sam Gagne, overtime winner. And the Oilers take the Battle of Alberta in overtime. Just a beautiful win right there. I mean, we needed that. We're actually going to skip the next game against Calgary because 4 times in like a month is kind of crazy. And we just continue to lose every single game at home. I'd love to see our home record. After this month, January 1, we are checking our record at home because this is getting ridiculous how we literally cannot win a game at home. Oh my God. And there's another loss at home. Didn't even realize. How about 4 losses in a row? Now we head to Calgary. We'll probably win this one because technically we're still in Alberta, but not in our barn. So here we go. Let's see how we do now against the Flames again. This surprises no one. Obviously, we're going to beat Calgary on the road because we can't win games at home. So, like, yeah. We'll play Atlanta and then Calgary again. No, we'll play Tampa. So now let's play the Thrashers. Obviously, this was their second to last year as a franchise. 2-0 we're up. 3-1 lead. 6-3 win. Okay, they tied it up, and we came alive late in the third. That's good to see, of course. But then again, back-to-back losses. Back-to-back wins, I mean, both at home. Both on the road. I don't know what I'm saying. We might be the worst home team in hockey, and I don't think it's really that close. Now we play the Tampa Bay Lightning. Final game of the calendar year, New Year's Eve right now, and we lose 4-3. We choke a lead late. Stamkos, a 4-goal game. Happy New Year, folks. 38 games in. Actually, I'll check it at the halfway point. Now against the Flames. Oh, would you look at this? At home, on a loss. Here we go. Again against our arch rival. 3-2 we lead. Oh my God, they won a game at home. They tried losing it. They really tried losing it. But they get it done somehow. I don't know. Just somehow we won that game. We're going to sim up to this one against New Jersey and pause right there because that'll put us at the halfway point. This is game number 40 now against the Hurricanes. It's a 5-0 loss. And a 4-2 loss. Right now, I mean, this team is on pace for 58 points and 28 wins. And our best guy is on pace for 70 points. That is actually really respectable, if I'm going to be honest. Yeah. This is going to be a throwaway year, if we're going to be honest. Horkoff, Lubo, Gagne, Cullen, Cogliano, Shrimp, Penner, Berard. Not bad years from these guys whatsoever, but obviously the scoring's going to be brutal when you have a team as bad as this. The goaltending has been nothing short of pathetic this season. Time to take a look at the entire league. Let's see. 68 points, Crosby, Malkin, Taves, Frostbull, and Gabrick. Wow. Rangers might have gotten the second coming of Gabrick in Pavel Dorofeev. Thoughts on that trade? Absolutely elite. Do I love the Smits pick over Reed? No. But do I think for the retool, which I would love if they just restarted, rebuild, you know, getting a chance at Privalov, Dupont, or Joseph next year would be huge. But I guess they're going the retool way. But Smits is the perfect guy, probably most NHL ready player in the draft. The Blackhawks, Rangers, Penguins, Ducks, Flyers, Red Wings, Coyotes, Sabres, Kings, and Flames are the top 10 teams in hockey. 30-team league, of course. These are your standings so far. Right now, your Edmonton Oilers sit in last place in the league, tied with the Stars. Both played 41 games. Both the only teams not with at least 30 points. Can we check our home splits? Because I am so interested. 4-15-1. We are a almost 500 team at home, on the road, and we can't win a game at home. That, to me, it speaks volumes, if we're going to be honest. We'll play back-to-back and then get back to calendar simming. Devils and then Rangers here. 3-2 win. A rare come-from-behind win. And was that at home? Was that at home? That is our 5th win at home. You're down 2-0. You come back to win it. Now we have to play the best goal in the league. Henrik Lundqvist. Don't know if we're going to win this one. Going to be honest. The Rangers are an elite team in this universe. 4-3. And we've tied it up at home again. We're turning a quarter here in the second half of the year. Oilers, Rangers, overtime. Here we go. I mean, this should be interesting. The Rangers have, like, the best goal in the league and one of the most electrifying players in the league. But here we go. Crossbow against Gagne in the draw. Overtime is underway. Fakes off one back by Edmonton. Here goes Brian Berard. Berard waits. He looks. Tries to find Hemsky, and he couldn't. He gets it back, though. He looks at Sam Gagne. Gagne chips it off the boards, gets it in deep. Mark Stahl's giving me the first on it. Stahl. Forechecked hard there by the Oilers. Hemsky waits. Opens up. Finds Berard. They crisscross. Here's Gagne. Gagne waits. Gagne gets nailed by Gabrick. Gabrick, here he goes. He has the wheels X Factor. It's going to be tough to catch him. Mark Stahl, his shot. What a save by Kahabi Bullen. Here's Berard. Brian Berard, the former Ranger. Berard tries to make a move on the defenseman Mark Stahl, and he can't. Berard's going to be first on that. Cuts him off. What a battle down low by the two defensemen. Great job by Berard. He pokes it to his teammate. Cagliano waits. Gagne, his shot, low shot saved by Lundqvist. Cagliano and scores! A low blocker rocket by Andrew Cagliano. And the Oilers beat the second best team in hockey in overtime. Is this a first? Back-to-back home wins? What am I seeing? Holy crap. I thought it couldn't be done. Thought it was impossible. 44 shots. Lundqvist saves 39 of them. The Rangers let him out to dry. Didn't deserve to. I mean, we actually did deserve to win, if we're going to be honest. But we somehow get it done. I mean, the Lightning suck too, man. They're not a good team either. We should be beating them, if we're going to be honest. And we do. That is 3 straight wins for the Oilers, who probably have dug themselves to second to last, which, not bad at all, really. So we are going to continue to simulate here. We're going to play the Islanders and then the Coyotes to end the month. We have 3 games until then. We're going to lose to the Stars there in overtime, the battle of the 2 worst teams in the league. 4-1 loss there against Columbus. Now it's Buffalo on the road in Buffalo. Here we go. We will win 6-3 against the Sabres now. Starting to pick it up, probably on pace for around 62 points. I think this team got 68 points in real life, so still worse. And we lose 5. Here's my thing. You have a 2-1 lead halfway through the third, and then you just lose 5-2. Just really doesn't make sense. Now we play the Ducks. And there it is, 49 games in. This is game number 50. We have lost back-to-back there, both at home. Here's our 3rd straight at home. Obviously the worst home team in the league. 3-2, 6-3 loss. 3 straight losses. Guess what? All at home. We can't win at home. Jesus Christ. If we played like we do on the road at home, we might be a 500 team at this point. But if we played on the road like we did at home, we might have 20 points by now. And of course, you're going to get 3 out of a possible 4 points on the road. Could have seen that one coming. Looking for win number 20 now against one of the best teams in the league, the Capitals. This is staying true to real life, but it's 3 straight in the third for the Oilers, and wow, would you look at that? On the road, they get it done, man. Just malarkey. Now we play the Canucks and then the Wild. Back-to-back games at home. There's an overtime loss. Could have seen that one coming. And then there's just a regular 5-2 loss. 3 straight home games, we might lose all 3. Would not surprise me. Actually, we will lose all 3. Who could have seen that one coming? a 3-1 loss, 3 straight losses, all at home. We will play the Rangers and then the Sharks and Hurricanes before the trading deadline ensues. 3-2 shootout loss on the road. 3-2 shootout loss back-to-back now against the Rangers. We right now have 46 points. They have 36 wins. 3-2, we are down. Still 3-2, and that's how it ends. A 3-2 loss there to the Rangers. Nobody scores in the final 2 periods, but that only ends up harming us. Now we play the Avalanche. They're not a good team. Neither are we, though, and we lose 7-3. Guess where that one was? Edmonton! Now we play Sharks. Another game at home. And we're tied 3-3 heading into overtime. Hey, guys, you're at home. You know what to do. Lose this one, too. Not like we want to win, but it's just hilarious to me how we can't win a game on home ice where typically you should be better at, if I'm going to be honest. But here we go. Overtime, Sharks, Oilers, let's do it. Thornton against Gagne. We are underway to start off OT. Here's Heatley. Heatley, he gets hit. Great job there. Alish Hemsky. Hemsky moving it through. Number 83, moving it up. Hemsky away to the net, scores! What a rush by Alish Hemsky. Only his 9th of the year. What? Doesn't matter. Oilers beat the Sharks in overtime. A 4-3 overtime win at home. Somehow we get it done. I just don't really believe it. Now we will play the Hurricanes. I mean, we won 1 of the last 2 at home. After this game, there will be exactly 20 games left. 2-1, 4-2. They're going to win another at home. This is unreal. I mean, again, they say it couldn't be done. They say we can't win games at home. We can't, but somehow we are. And trade deadline day is actually going to be pretty busy for us. Seller. We are sellers. We are entering the trade deadline right here. You see the top guys on the block. I wonder what we could get for Sheldon Souray. That is interesting, but Lubo Wisnowski is the guy I want to give away. Okay. So, we're going to have to get rid of him on our own. Who wants Wisnowski? Probably a top-pair defenseman to plug in for their team. Anaheim, Vancouver could make sense. San Jose or Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, they're looking to go back-to-back, and they really need a good defenseman. Who could we get? We need a top prospect. Is Simone Dupre that guy? Don't really think so. That's what we're looking for in return. A top prospect, top flight, winger, center, defenseman, does not matter really. Calgary, not making a trade to our arch rival. Buffalo, however, wants him. What would they be willing to give us in return? Don't really have much. Yeah. Zach Cassian, probably not. The Capitals could use him. Again, what do they have? Alsner. I mean, they have some guys. Maybe at this point you just look for like prospects. And the Bruins want him. I don't know why they want him. I really don't know. We need a body in return, and that would probably be Adam McQuaid, someone like him. We could get a lot in this deal. How about that? They reject it. I don't want to take out the second. Can I get a second next year as well? We can. A first McQuaid and 2 seconds for Lubomir Visnovsky. Now, what could I get for Sheldon Souray, who, some teams like? Vancouver could be a spot for him. Do you try and get a prospect like a Michael Grabner in return? That's interesting. He's a sniper. Could use him. Same with Shirokov here, man. Grabner and Shirokov. Souray, we could also trade away. Shremson, 81. I might want to keep him. Roulet's having such a bad season that you might just need to get rid of him right now. They say it's quite close to fair value. Do they say yes to this? Wow, and they do. Okay, so here's what we come away from this deadline with. We get Shirokov and Grabner, 2 guys that fit right into our lineup. We are going to need to free up someone. Could we get rid of a Horkov? He has a no move. That could be an issue for how long? Jesus Christ, it's such a bad. Oh my God. Oh no. Hemsky, Penner. Dustin Penner. Atlanta wants him. What would Atlanta have to give back to me? Chelios. And I'm not even going to ask for much more than that. So what would it be? So this should be 10, 11, 12. What if I could give them like this? Penner in a second for Chelios and a 2012 first. Would they say yes to that? They reject. That is okay. What else would we have to give up here? O'Sullivan. They would have more than 45 skaters. All right. We need to take someone back. Just give me a roster. Just give me like a roster spot guy. They say no. All right. Don't know if we can get this done with Atlanta at least. Carolina. What can we get from Carolina at this point? Again, do they have any good prospects? Doesn't really look like it. We're going to need like a defender in return. Carolina, maybe not Carolina. Maybe not Carolina either. We're looking for like a mediocre team, like a Florida. What would Florida have for us? A Dadonov. How old are you? 20. Here's the thing. I don't think he plays for us this year, at least. And we might need a defenseman that's just like mediocre at best, but fits right in. We could get that in another trade, though. We're going to need to take someone back. That's just what I'm gathering here. We need to take someone back, whether it's like a nobody, like one of their worst players. How about you? They say no. Okay. They really don't want to give it up, so I don't think this is a trade we make right here, right now. We are going to exit the trading deadline at this moment, and, I mean, hey, very productive. The sell-off is complete. Decline, obviously. Sell-off complete. But there we go. Right now, do we see the team winning 30 games? Maybe. But that's really it. It says, yeah, all right. Cogliano, and there we go. Or can we go like this? Yeah. I think we just got to run like that. Berard. Gilbert. Rebeshkov, Smead, Strudwick, McQuaid. This team is built to lose from here on out. So that's what we have to do. Deadline day done. Now against the Rangers. Here we go. 1-0, 2-0, 4-0 loss. You expect that. With the moves we just made, getting rid of literally our two best defensemen, you expect to lose like that, in that style. 3-on-3 line, I just need to fix this, honestly. Give me Gagne here. He's grown to an 83, which is always a good thing. Berard goes there. We go Cullen, Cogliano, yeah. All right, there it is. Shootout, Olmark, Gagne, Hemsky. Yeah. I think that's what we just got to run with. Gagne and Olmark are two of the best shootout guys in the league. So that actually really, really helps us. So let's continue simulating. Just under 20 games to go in the year, 19 to be exact. We will play the Leafs. They're actually performing much better than they did in real life. Obviously, they had 74 points. We're one of the worst teams in the league, actually the second worst. We were the worst, and it just looks like that's just how it's going to be. But we have won back-to-back. Now we go home to play the Stars. Whoa. All right. Yo, guys. All right. Thank God. All right. We won 3 straight, and then there's a loss to just bring us right back down to earth. It appears the Blues will be the worst team in the league because, oh my God, they are actually so garbage. Are they going to get 50 points? Is the question. 2-2. All right, yo, guys, I'm sorry. Please stop winning. It's actually getting annoying. Please stop winning. Next 4 games, I need at least 3 losses. You can win 1, that's fine, but please lose 3. Okay. Got it out of the way, right, guys? Okay, all right. We lose the last 2, thank God. We are at 62 points. I think we are solidified into that second worst spot in the league. We do beat the Blues as expected. I mean, they, again, are that much worse than us. They really don't have a star. Like, we have Hemsky. He's a good player. They don't even have anyone on Hemsky's level, which just says a lot about how bad they are. Next 3 games, need 2 losses at least. Jesus Christ. And now that, oh my God, we've overtaken the Avalanche. Oh my God, we've overtaken the Avalanche. Oh my God. Oh my God, we've overtaken the Avalanche. Jesus Christ, we're actually going to screw this up. We're going to screw this up. Oh my God, we're actually going to screw this up. This is hilarious. This is so funny how we're actually going to... We're finding a way to screw this up. Guys. All right, guys. You had one job, and you're actually screwing everything up at this point. This isn't even funny anymore. Why are we winning every game? We're 7-2-1 in our last 10. What is going on? We got rid of our 2 best defensemen, and we're playing better without them. What? Oh my God, we're 3 points ahead of the Avalanche. Jesus Christ, we're gonna actually... We found a way to screw this up. Now the Stars are... We actually might need to lose every game. We might need to lose every game. Please lose. Please lose. Yes! Phew. Holy. Come on, man. This game against Atlanta is huge. Kovalchuk's been one of the best players in the league. Hopefully he can continue his tear against us. Please lose. Please lose this game. Please lose this game. This is a must lose. Yes! Kovalchuk with a hat trick, and we lose 6-2. This team is really showing its stuff, and if we lose this game, that second to last spot is all solidified at this point. This is game number 81. It's a must lose for both sides, but who's going to play worse? The biggest game of the season, and we lose 5-1, and that clinches it. Come on. We have done it. We have done it. So we can't catch them. We can, however, catch the Stars unless they win. I don't know if they will. Just lose this game, and it solidifies everything. Game 82, the final game of the year. This is it, boys. Go out on a high note and lose the game, and we're going to win it 6-1 because we played our best this game. You gotta hope the Dallas Stars win their next game. You gotta hope. Dallas. Yes, Dallas! Oh my God! The Oilers finish as the second worst team in all of hockey in 2010. Hemsky is down to an 85. His value has greatly deteriorated. That is not good. But, however, Gagne has gone up to an 84. That's good to see. Hemsky, 66 points, led our team. We had 3, 7 players over half a point per game. I guess it's not terrible. Penner led our team in goals with 33. Overall, obviously, it's a horrendous season. What did Michael Grabner do since coming over to this team is what I'm interested to see. 8 points, nothing special. We weren't really giving him good ice time. He might need that to succeed, which is probably what like every player needs, but alas, yeah. Embarrassing season. Entire league. Goalies, minimum, let's say 40, 50 games. Marc-Andre Fleury looks like he's got the Vezina locked up. There we go. Rookie skaters. I don't think this matters because I think everyone's a rookie. Yeah, it's not even going to matter. The Hart, Nick Backstrom, and then Crosby, Malkin, Kovalchuk, Semin, Ovi, Vinny Prospel, Stamkos, Aginla, Gabrick, Spezza, Taves. Yeah, wow. That is a crazy year. Your league leader in goals, the Rocket, Ilya Kovalchuk. Not surprised. Your Norris, Ryan Rafalski. What? Over Lidstrom. That's the best pair in the league, no doubt. Entire league standings. There we go. Blackhawks, Red Wings, Penguins, Flyers, Ducks, Rangers, Sabres, Capitals, Kings, and Senators. Those are the top 10 teams in the league. Our arch rival Flames finish in 11th. Vancouver kind of gets screwed out of the playoff spot, while Florida makes it at 17th. So in year number 1, the 2010 season, the Edmonton Oilers finish 29th, the second worst team in hockey. St. Louis Blues literally far and away the worst team in the league. It's not even close. We had 33 wins. They had 26. Wasn't even close. So, 82 games have come and gone. Time to see the playoff matchups for the 2009-10 season. So here they are in the West. Blackhawks, Predators, Ducks, Blue Jackets, Red Wings, Kings, Flames, Coyotes. In the East, Penguins, Panthers, Sabres, Hurricanes, Flyers, Rangers, and Capitals, Senators. We will now be simming up to the middle of June to see who wins the Stanley Cup and who gets awarded the first overall pick in this year's draft. Who goes number one? Is it Taylor Hall or is it Artemi Panarin? That is the big question. So, the winner of the 2010 Stanley Cup are the... Let's go, man. Sim's got to hurry up. NHL 20 Sim is so much better than this. All the old games simmed in like 2 minutes, and this sims in like 10. It's not even funny how bad just the simulation speed is for this game is. It's crazy. So, 2010 Stanley Cup champions are the... And for the third year in a row, the Red Wings are in the Cup final. And for the second time in 3 years, the Red Wings have won it all. Dynasty in Detroit. And the first overall pick in 2010 belongs to the Edmonton Oilers have struck gold. Come on. Just like in real life, it stays the same. The Oilers jump from 2-1. Thank you, Boston. We also have number 8 overall. There we go. So that will do it for this one, guys. Obviously, in episode number 2, draft, re-sign phase, free agency, and then the first half of season number 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys later. Peace out. Go Oilers. See you later, guys.